Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Hatoful Boyfriend in the whatever the epilogue kind of ending. So we're in the 6th class, I think. There's 8 of these. So like we never gonna finish this. This is gonna be like 5 fucking more hours. Like I'm not even kidding. So we are gonna be here forever. I had to look it up. I'm like, how many fucking classes are in this? Like ending. So there are 8. So I mean, we're already at 6, but like I don't know how many parts have we done? We've already done like 4 or 5 parts of that. So like each one's like, so we got several more hours probably anyway. So here we go. It's 6 p.m. I haven't had much of a sense of time passing since the dome appeared, but it's already evening, and the atmosphere in the maintenance office is tense. The doctor said he'd be waiting deep beneath the surface. Does this building have a basement? Certainly not one that appears to the official plans, but maybe. Under the medical center? But that one's blocked off with concrete. It does not seem to me that the medical center is an entirely independent building. There may well be a path from this building to the basement there. Is there any way you might have missed something? Missed something? Or forgotten something? Somewhere I forgot to look. Oh! That's right! And the encyclopedia from the library in the medical center. And the chronology in the medical records. Whoa! What the fuck? Sorry, all of a sudden my origin just fucking popped up in my face. Like, hey, you got an update. Okay, Jesus. And the chronology in the medical records. I'd like to talk to Nageki again. You've thought of something? Yeah, I need to go check. Sequoia! He hasn't spoken since what happened in the infirmary. I can't blame him. I know how he feels. I better leave him alone. Is that my essence? I know. I'm worried about it too. You're fading again. Oh, where are you? That's my life essence. Nageki! There you are! What is it? I found out aloud about the school. And about you. I see. I suppose you know who I am then. Sort of, but there are things I need to ask you. That's why I'm here. The fire 5 years ago, and the dome today. How are they related? Nageki must know something about the secrets the school holds. You aren't really here anymore, are you? That might be so. Or it might not. I saw in the school records, it says you died 5 years ago in an accident in the medical center. I had become aware of that. I stopped my own clock here. And that's why I can never leave. You stopped your... In other words, at the very least, I took my life through my own will. I am almost sure of that. And so you didn't die in the accident? He hangs his head in silence. Looks like he can't remember everything from before he died. I need a clue. And there must be a basement under the medical center, and I need to get in there. Oh, that's right. The encyclopedia. The encyclopedia? You used to go to the medical center, right? Did you switch one of the encyclopedias from there with the one here? Why would... That's what I want to know. I guess I should just tell him. Look, you know the encyclopedias here are out of order. And there are 2 copies of Volume 9 and no Volume 6. And the medical center has the same encyclopedias? Yeah, there are 2 copies of 6 there and no 9. How disorderly. Yeah. Anyway, one of the copies of Volume 6 there has a library sticker on it. Someone must have taken it from here. Switch the encyclopedias. So maybe he did, and there's something in there, and maybe he didn't kill himself. Mr. Kawara, try reading this copy of Volume 9. A looking's worth 1,000 spoken words, I guess. This isn't right. It looks just like another book when it's closed, but it's a box? It's full of files. Some sort of documents? They're all from 5 years ago. These must have been... What does it say? That one. Let's see. Operation Hatoful. And this is talking about using carrier individuals as biological weapons to fight humans? It has the same title as the file in the headmaster's office. But I never expected anything like this. We're the biological weapons. All of us. But that's the weird thing. So even if Spacey dies, it's because, oh look! Because they specifically, right? Didn't they say, oh, we specifically chose an individual who is immune to a certain virus, right? The bird virus, right? Because we're doing experiments on the birds here to see if they can kill her, and if it can, then now the birds are biological weapons, and we can kill all the humans. But I don't understand why they would say, oh, then the humans could come and kill all the birds, because it sounds more like an experiment that the Hawk Party would have been doing to be like, ha 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 ha, we want to kill the humans. You know what I mean? Okay, so I don't know. I'm probably 100% fucking wrong because that makes no sense, but okay. Meaning, the school has been being used for biological weapons development for the last 5 years. 2180, new strains of Sumatera influenza isolated. 2183, a new strain has been isolated from Fujishira Nageki. It's lethal to humans and has been named Charon virus. Charon virus? Charon virus? Whatever. It has entered research at St. Pigeonation's Medical Center. Charon virus? Humans I met would always get very sick. Are you remembering something? Yes, I think so. I think I was the one who brought that book here. The birds with me in the medical center often did secret things in the reference room. I wanted to tell someone important what was happening in the center. What was it? My family? It must have been my family. That's right. I burned. I had to disappear. Why didn't I notice? Did I need your help to see? He paces nervously in circles, rambling on to himself. If you realize something, it would help me to know what it is. I've remembered. I remember what happened here 5 years ago. Okay, I'm just going to read this normal because I can't do the voices constantly. So, I can't remember my parents' faces. I lived in an orphanage with other birds my age since before I could remember. I never thought much of it at the time, but apparently everybody there was a war orphan. But I did not see the humans who had started the war. I did not resent, humans. I did not care. I thought that living with other chicks and no parents was as natural as could be. But one day, the endless routine was broken and some humans broke into the orphanage. They had guns and kept shouting, "Free humanity, free humanity." I think that's what they said. They barricaded themselves in our house and killed us one at a time. I was helpless. I could only hide in the corner and weep as my family was killed before my eyes. This is fucking sad. Okay, I don't care you're in wartime of humans against... You broke into and you're killing innocent little babies? It's like breaking into an orphanage and be like, we're gonna shoot all the fucking kids in your... Oh! It's horrible! They're poor innocent little baby birds. It's okay, I'll take care of you, my poor little baby bird. Nobody's gonna shoot you. You're not smart enough for them to try to kill. Sorry. You're not the smartest. I don't know how much time had gone by since they came. When I looked around the silent room, they were all collapsed on the floor. Birds had come to save us. They had come and killed the evil humans. And that is what I thought. But you've been granted a great power. You are one of the chosen few. I left the orphanage with my one remaining sibling and we lived in an apartment. But I was weak and couldn't go to school or get a job. I was nothing but a burden. And when I received the invitation, we wish to welcome you with special treatment. How would you like to study at the world's foremost avian school? We'll provide anything you need, anything at all. There's a hospital on the school grounds. We'll provide a room for you to live there. You shall receive all the care you require. I was living with my brother. I didn't want to leave him, but if I continued to live with him, I would only hold him down. He was happy to hear that I would have a chance to improve my physical condition, and so I enrolled in St. Pigeonations. And Ryota's always been weak, so, I mean, I'm just saying. And Nageki was weak, so I was still weak, and so I often stayed in my room. I had no friends, but I was not unhappy. The nurses and the faculty were all very kind to me. And then early in my first summer vacation, the doctor made a proposal to me. This vacation is the perfect opportunity. Would you like to undergo intensive treatment? You'll have to stay inside for some time, but by the end of summer, you should be as healthy as any other bird in the school. So began a long summer in the underground facility. First, a routine of daily examinations and numerous medications. And then the experiments began. The experiments to kill humans. A human would be brought to me. They would struggle and gasp, and then with a last painful sigh, they'd stop moving. I knew why I was brought here. Living in my body was a virus deadly to humans in a matter of minutes. Shit, my parents, whose faces I never knew, were killed by humans. Everyone else in the orphanage was killed by humans. And in return, I killed another human with each experiment. Simply by standing in the same room as me. By breathing the same air as me. They would collapse. This is why everyone says bird people are crazy. Because birds can just fucking kill you by looking at you. They don't have to bite you, they're just like, they breathe on you and you die. No wonder why I sneeze all the time. My bird's trying to kill me. Just kidding. I had allergies long before him. Of course, I've always had birds, so I could very well be allergic to birds. Such is my life. I suffer. I couldn't stand it. I had no reason not to hate them, but watching them die in front of me shaved away my heart little by little. And so I decided to end it all. I had only one wish. I wanted to disappear from this world without a trace. Oh. Charon virus. And the deadly gas that made its home in my body. And that's what they called it. No doubt they were searching for a way to destroy humanity with that virus. And that was Operation Hatoful? Yes. And that's why I burned it all 5 years ago. There should have been nothing left, but I am not here. Maybe, just maybe, there's still something left somewhere. And I can feel him close by. Mr. Kawara, are you going to the basement? I don't have a choice. To find a way out of here alive and to find out why they killed Spacey, I need to ask the doctor. I see. That encyclopedia. What else is inside? Oh! A piece of paper folded up along with the files. And this is a map of the medical center. When I was there, I went through the medical center. But it must connect to the main building somewhere near here. That looks like the gym. So those stairs are... I believe it's the chemistry preparation room. The researchers often went in there. And that's why Shu locked us in there when we went. Right? You know what's weird, though? Okay, so this is all this, but and I know it's an alternate kind of timeline, but why in the world, if the whole point of this was well, if the human dies, then humans can come kill the birds, right? But we're also purposely trying to probably kill the human who has this gene that makes her immune to us. A gene that made us immune to this virus. They're trying to see if we'll die being around birds that have this virus or whatever, right? But why then is there a bad ending where she's not getting along with any of the birds, kill her? The fuck is what is that all about? They'd be like, well, it's okay. Give her more time. She's gonna hopefully die anyway. That's part of the experiment. And they just killed me and fucked up their experiment. I don't understand this. There's some loopholes that I don't get, but anyway. The doctor is beneath the preparation room. Thank you, Nageki. I have to go. Yes. I think you'll be seeing me again and... Oh, God, because we're gonna die and we'll see... Oh. And Miss Tosaka as well.
That is basically like saying Ryota's gonna fucking die. Okay, maybe if this part is only like 15 minutes like the other one, we'll get to the full ending today. I don't know. We'll see. But that is just, but you know what I'm saying? You'll see us again soon. Are you saying I'm gonna die?
A staircase in the preparation room. I've never noticed one. I wonder where it could be. If the scarecrow went down there with the doctor, it would need to be a pretty big opening. We'll have to go and look. It's 7 p.m. already. We only have 3 hours until we're overrun with bloodthirsty humans. We don't know for sure if there's an escape route in the basement, but it's our best bet. Maybe we should get everybody from the gym to come with us as soon as we find the stairs.
Leave that to me.
Mr. Leone.
I'll take care of the other students. Don't worry. I'm not a massive agent for nothing. Just like how he changed his voice when he revealed himself. He would be undercover. He'd have to put on an accent, right?
Well then, thank you, Mr. Honey. You aren't going with him, sir? I'm going to come with you, Kawara. We never know what could happen. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. I'm your homeroom teacher, after all. You've done such a good job so far. I want to be there to help you if things get dangerous.
What about you, Sakuya?
You two go ahead. I'll catch up with you. Right, okay.
Is he gonna let himself die?
We're gonna get out of here together, okay?
He's like, no, I'm gonna stay here and let the humans kill me.
Too much has happened today for both Sakuya and me. I don't know what's on his mind, and he doesn't seem interested in telling me, but if he wants to be alone, that's for the best. I guess it's the two of us then, Mr. Nanaki. If something bad happens, one of us can come back and warn you and the others, Mr. Leone.
Understood.
Commence Operation Breakout it is then.
Not so fast. I feel like you should have. Not so fast. I will not let you leave here. I can't do a fucking Spanish accent. It'd be funny as hell.
Hungel? What does he want now? We don't have time for messing around.
Huh. Textoris Melodia Funis. Funas? Funas? Wait, was that what he called him? No. He called... That's what I thought. He called Ryota Funeris, not Funis. Oh, wait. The Abyss of Despair.
The Abyss of Despair?
He called me by the wrong name! I sense demon spores far greater in power than even those released by the Tree of Blight. I cannot allow you to face the Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein alone.
That Wallenstein guy is the doctor, right? Okay,
We're coming for you, Wallenstein.
Wait, Angel! We need to be careful! Wait! He certainly is lively. Let's go. I think this is the first time I've been in here. It's kind of bland. Yes. And not a very friendly room, but not distasteful either.
This place is flooded with demon spores. Any good bird would normally avoid it.
Can you not... Oh, can you think of anything, sir? Like a hidden door? I don't come here very much, so... Do you feel a draft?
A draft? I hear one.
And there are no windows in here. You must be coming in from the basement.
We should have been like, Angel, figure it out. Be silent, my crimson breast. We must hold it back, or the eulogy of doom will... Gate of Erebus, guide me to the abyss.
Oh, wait, calm down, Angel. You can't...
We have to give him a different voice when we play the second game, because they're all killing me.
Oh, there it is. So it was behind the mirror all along.
It's funny that there's always glass shattering noise when Angel shows up, and now he just actually literally shattered glass. Cool.
He's a lot more clever than he acts, isn't he? Even if he does spout nonsense whenever he opens his beak.
Let us proceed, Textoris Melodia Funis. That's not the name. That's what you called Nageki. You called me the other name. Oh my god. Get my name right. The Master of the Abyss awaits us below. I mean, according to the little thing that I saw, I don't know, but anyway.
A long dark staircase winds downward behind the mirror.
How far does it go? We could have, just moved the mirror instead of busting it, but whatever. The basement itself should be pretty big. This is sort of like the entrance to a subway tunnel. Let's go. Very impressive. This is a lot fancier than I expected. I never knew this huge place was underneath the school. And this facility has been used for research to kill humans since the school was founded. Spacey, none of us ever knew. We lived our carefree lives with all this going on beneath our feet. I don't see any birdie. I wonder if it's closed now. Yeah, it's clean and orderly, but I don't get the feeling that it's still in use. But I get the feeling, because remember when we walked in and Shu was like, "Did you see anything?" We're like, "No," and then he locked us in there. I have a feeling he's been doing shit down here this whole time. You know what I mean? There was a fire somewhere down here 5 years ago, and since then the whole facility's been shut up. I suppose they froze whatever project they were working on. Hey, Angel, which way do you think we should go find the doctor? That would be, my crimson breast murmurs. The Midnight Hunter approaches. Hi, I'm here to take you to, Dr. Love. Couldn't you have said so earlier? Oh dear, if we don't get past him, we can't go on. Kazuaki, it's time for you to sacrifice yourself for us. We cannot reach Wallenstein without first defeating his dark servant. His trial cannot be avoided. Oh, is this where we get our boss battle? But all we've ever managed to do is run away from this thing. How can we... You... We can't get anywhere just by running away. Do we have any sort of weapon? Weapon? I do have the stun gun Mr. Leon let me. Will it work even on a scarecrow? Maybe not at normal output. But it looks like a living creature, so I doubt it would be completely unaffected. The Midnight Hunter is a hound bred from the Black Void. We must purify it with holy water. Oh yes, that's a good idea. What? What did he even say? And there's a fire hose on the wall there. If we time it right, we can electrocute it. Mr. Nanaki wobbles toward the wall and pulls out the hose. Of course! Ready? He points the hose at the scarecrow and opens the valve. Angel, sir, get back! I set the stun gun to maximum and hurl it at the scarecrow. That's not how it's supposed to work. You don't hurl the stun... Okay, sure. What are you doing? That's fucking that's a candle! Don't eat that! Why are you stupid? See, this is why I don't believe anything in this game could ever come to real. You literally just went over and ate a candle, you dumbass. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? Why were you fucking eating a candle? He's always on, my table behind my fucking couch, and I hear click, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And I always turn around, and he's always like, nothing. And I look over, and he's fucking got his head in a candle. Fucking asshole. I don't know if he's eating the burnt wick or what, but, what a dumb fuck. You are so stupid. So stupid. You go. You. I'm guessing it's dead. It collapses with an unpleasant noise. Its electrified metal arm twitches for a moment, but then it's still. We did it! Electricity is a powerful thing indeed. The thunderous voice of doom. Judgment has come. Goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. Onwards! Disgraceful. What am I doing here? Alabelle is not allowed hesitation. No, I'm not even the right to claim that restriction anymore. Yuya, a foolish. No, not ish at all. I'm a fool. I've been pampered my entire life, while in my shadow he crawled along under the weight of a crime which only he knew. I've been nothing but vain and selfish.
What should I do, Yuya?
Sacrifice yourself. It is Sakuya! Sakuya is here!
Leave. No one wanted you to come here.
Everyone is leaving. It is a grand, daring escape. Sakuya will find Ryota with Oko-san. Away we go.
Shut up. Don't talk to me.
Sakuya weeps.
No, I do not. It's raining.
Is Sakuya in pain? That is bad. We must do something about it. Oko-san use healing touch.
Confound you. Must I repeat?
Oko-san knows. Oko-san heard that Yuya has gone somewhere far, far away. We will never see him again.
Is he hugging him? Is that what healing touches? I just imagine Oko-san just like hugging Sakuya's like, don't touch me! And he's like,
healing touch. I hug.
So they told you.
Do not worry. If we cannot meet him, we need only chase after him.
And do you have any idea what you're saying? And death is not a good place to chase someone to. No doubt the older breeds have no concept of death. Chase Yuya into the grave. What kind of a fool would...
Oko-san knows. The earth is a ball, so if we run far enough, we'll find him.
Oh, what foolishness. Speaking with mongrels makes my head hurt. Except I'm a mongrel too. The poor mongrels who don't even notice their own error, that is.
Oko-san is not a mongrel. Sakuya and Yuya and Oko-san all have their own wonderful names. Names more important than any breed.
It hurts. Is that your argument? And that isn't even...
You are your...
Oh, you are yourself. And never let anyone tie you down. I am myself.
It's time to go. Oko-san and friend are late. Kick reason to the curb. Time to blast out of this prison and find Yuya.
Oko is always brimming with useless energy. As he was. Am I the same, perhaps? I'll never see him again, no matter how far we run. But if he were here now, what would he do? What would he want me to do? At any rate, moping around here won't get us anywhere. In 2 more hours, I will chase after him. I'll never find him, but I'll find myself. Let us go, Oko. There's nothing more for us here.
Sakuya is best when he acts cool. After Ryota, full speed ahead.
Okay, no, we probably won't, because we're already at a half hour and we haven't gotten to chapter 8, and I'm sure chapter 8 is probably going to be long, so I'm just saying.
The demon spores are thick in the air. I smell the stench of the sorcerer.
I feel a little nervous relying on Angel's bizarre intuition alone, but it's worked so far and we're in a hurry. Is he actually following the doctor by his scent? Or was it just an Angelism? Angelism? No. There's some very advanced equipment here, and these documents look fairly new. Maybe this place is still in use. This is where he chops up his bodies. There's a register and names left open on one desk. Maybe it's a student register. Oh, look, your name's here too, Angel.
Dark grimoire. I feel the tendrils of imminent tragedy.
I have notes on some of the students too. Under Higure. He acts as a neurotransmitter when excited. He seems to produce intoxicating or hallucinogenic pheromones. Physical exertion acts as a stimulant. The pheromone causes others to temporarily lose control of themselves, but its usefulness is limited. Not currently applicable to combat. That makes sense. Because then when he talks to us and then we act crazy, but then the doctor acts crazy and then we fought the because people around him act goddamn insane. He's a biochemical weapon of just, it's fucking insanity. He's basically LSD in a ball. Explains the eyeball.
I shall not allow the sorcerer to make me his pawn. I am the Crimson Angel of Judeca, destined to wander this earth alone.
I'm not sure what he's talking about, but he sounds and looks unexpectedly heroic. It looks like all the students who were invited here have some sort of physical idiosyncrasy. How did you enroll, Kohara? How? I was invited too. I don't know why. You're Ours is just a bunch of numbers. I wonder if it's the explanation for something like the Gore's.
No, the black miasma of inevitable doom draws near. We are approaching the gate of the abyss. I feel its foul wind. Let's go. The doctor's waiting for us.
Could you wait a minute, Kohara?
What is it, sir? We're almost done. We need to...
I want to ask you something first, Kohara. You lied, did you not?
Huh?
Lied?
Me?
I don't know why you would lie about that. Or maybe you forgot. Even though it was just yesterday.
Yesterday? After school?
Like I said to Sequoia, I don't know anything about it.
We have to ask the doctor.
I see. Let's go on then.
Because he did go to the infirmary, right? But I wonder if we're all the birds are biological weapons. He could have killed us by accident, like poison. Because didn't they say asphyxiation, right? That's how I die. I wasn't murdered. It was asphyxiation. So... And that's what Nageki would do, right? They would put him in a room and people would just choke. So we're around Ryota too much. And that would be why when I looked up the guide, they're like, just, we recommend like doing just any one of the paths like Ryota, just do Ryota or whatever. And you're like, okay. It didn't say you had to, but it just recommended just pick any one and just follow it. So we could have done any one of them. We could have done Yuya's. We could have done anybody's. But like, oh, okay, Ryota seems like it's fast. But that would almost make more sense because, then we're around Ryota a lot and Ryota fucking killed us. But doesn't remember doing it. And he didn't do it on purpose. Because he's the plague. Oh my god. Damn. Alright, okay, alright. And that's why he lied about not seeing us. That's why he lied about going straight home after school. He didn't go straight home after school. He had gone to the infirmary, because after the first day of school, remember, that's how we met the doctor. So, but he's like blacking it out because he doesn't want to like probably deal with what happened. I don't know.
Mr. Nanaki follows Angel down towards the innermost room. I've been trying to find the truth about Spacey's death since this morning. Why would I lie? Maybe Mr. Nanaki misunderstood something, but that seems too simple. In contrast to the rooms above, this area is dark and filthy. This must be where the fire was 5 years ago. I feel like I can smell the soot just by looking at the walls here. Nageki threw himself into the sea of fire here to end the experiments. I wonder what I would have done in his place. Would I have ended it all like him, or...
And that's why Nageki's like, you'll see me soon. And Spacey. Uh-huh. Because he gonna die. He's probably gonna... Oh, God. You're late, Mr. Kawara. I've grown tired of waiting. I hope we get to the big reveal before we have to end this part. The Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein.
Doctor. It wasn't just Spacey. You killed the headmaster as well. If it weren't for you, the boy who went outside wouldn't have been... Why are you doing this?
Must I repeat myself? I told you before. I merely disassembled Miss Tosaka after the fact. I did not kill her.
Do you think I care?
It would appear that you need some assistance. I told you before, but you should already have everything you need to answer your question. Who killed Tosaka Spacey?
Do not listen to the Dark Sorcerer's words. Tectoris Melodia Funis. He will lay a spell on you.
Well, wait. Weaver of Requiems, Weaver of Funeral Melody, right? Those were the names? Yeah, that makes sense. So, perhaps the peanut gallery could keep its thoughts to itself.
An iron grill drops behind me like an evil wizard's portcullis. I'm cut off. Oh dear, we appear to be shut in. No, the dark spell. What are you doing?
Nothing at all. I simply have no business with them. I was waiting for you, Mr. Kawara. Now, let us return to our conversation. Our conversation about the truth you seek. You have done unbelievably cruel... Oh, you have done unbelievably cruel things, Doctor. You were involved in the medical center here, too. And nothing you can say to me will change my mind. How pugnacious of you. But you're lacking in logic. What I may or may not have done has little to do with the truth of my words. I was employed at this facility from the beginning. No doubt you've already decided that I was working on Operation Hatoful. Operation Hatoful. A plan to wipe out humanity with the Charon virus. Precisely. Oh, it does make me so happy when students read ahead and come prepared for the lecture. You're exemplary. He's evil, but I love him. And the strain we isolated from the original host was extremely powerful. Quite possibly the deadliest in human history. However, strains of such lethality tend to be fragile themselves. Charon virus was no exception. It cannot last very long outside of a host's body. In order to deliver it to the enemy, we would have had to send live carriers into their society and allowed it to spread via airborne infection. This proved troublesome. Charon virus, in addition to being harmless to birds, is ill-equipped to establish itself in our bodies. Fujishiro Nageki, the original host, had a rare genetic condition which resulted in a slightly compromised immune system. In his body alone was Charon able to safely reside. Alas, he refused to cooperate. You forced him to kill human prisoners. If it weren't for your experiments, he never would have killed himself. Indeed. It had not occurred to us that the tests of the strain's effects would harm his mental health. We expected that he'd be glad of the chance to avenge himself on humanity, but sadly, it was not so, and we lost our sample. The project was put on indefinite hold with his death, but thankfully, we did not lose his corpse in its entirety. I preserved his remains and have kept them to this day. I've been waiting for a new carrier to arrive. It sounds like this was a very labor-intensive project. Wasn't there a better way? Quite right. I digress a little, but there was a reason for our methods. It did not take me long to come up with a better plan. We need only compromise the subject's immune system, creating a compatibility like Fujishiro Nageki's. Compromise the immune system, and they die! Indeed. Even if the subject were able to become a carrier for the Charon virus, if they died to some other infection, it would be all for naught. Which is why I was very careful with who I chose. I worked on the subject overtime, slowly weakening his immune system over time. Slowly weakening his immune system. I read that wrong. I suppose I should count myself lucky that I achieved my goal in only a year. You're an exemplary student, Mr. Kawara. I give you full marks. Full marks? My head hurts. Almost as if some strange creature is wriggling about deep inside my brain. Are you okay, Ryota? Mr. Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were all right. And Spacey came to the infirmary to see me? You've come this far. I'm sure you can answer this. What was it that you forgot? I killed Spacey. Everything is hazy. I think my stomach is acting up again. I drink the medicine Dr. Iwamine gives me and lie down, but my body still feels heavy, tired. Are you okay, Ryota? Oh, I'm not sure if that's him or I don't know who is asking. Yeah, I'm fine now. Master Nanaki said you were coming here, so I wanted to make sure you were all right. And Spacey is reaching towards me. I want to go home. I'll walk you. Her hand stops. Spacey falls to her knees, clutching her chest. Ryota, I can't breathe. Oh, she can't breathe. This is bad. And my mother said to get home early. Everything feels strange. Almost like it's a dream. I need to go home. Bye, Spacey. See you tomorrow. He- She fell down before my eyes. And then the best husbardo that we had in the whole game, right? Like the one who was like, that's the most romantic one. Like, blah, blah, blah. He's the one that murders us. I mean, not on purpose or anything, but still it's like, oh, damn. Snap, motherfucker. The experiment was a resounding success. Miss Tosaka displayed the archetypal symptoms of a human infected with Charon virus and passed away. Once the virus is inside a human body, it shuts down the respiratory system in a matter of minutes. Technically speaking, it causes an overreaction of the immune system, which leads to widespread apoptosis. Apoptosis? Apopsis? I don't know what that is. Anyway, I don't know if I said, I don't even know. I can't. Anyway, in the lungs. But more simply, any human who comes into contact with you will die. You see? You're lying. Spacey and I were together since we were children. Of course. I only administered the live virus to you yesterday. All the things I've done to you over the past year have been in preparation for it. Do you recognize this? The scarecrow's head? Yes. Alas, the body is now useless, but I shall tell you about Labor 9, the being you call the Scarecrow. It is one of the Labor model new humans, developed by Dove Party researchers, but denounced as unethical. We birds have advanced quickly, but our physical capabilities are still far behind those of the human race. These new creatures were livestock, if you will, to compensate for that. The Labor series was a great step towards the beautiful ideal of coexistence with humans. With a human's head mounted inside an artificial body, they were durable and capable of difficult tasks. Of course, they had never entered development, the project having been shut down early due to ethical complaints. However, I carried on the Dove Party's researchers' will and created this prototype to be my sidekick. We didn't want too many other people snooping around and disrupting your investigation, so I had to patrol the building. And now the next question. What's inside this bag? What's in the bag? It's Spacey's brain. A human's head? No. Close. But you have to be more specific. I believe we had Miss Tosaka's head sent to your classroom, but... Did you notice anything missing? Missing? When I found her in the box, I was too shocked to be looking for clues. I may well have missed something. Wait, he doesn't mean... Stop! Spacey's brain? Hey! Stop it! We do not shriek like that! Correct. You do catch on quickly. Miss Tosaka did come to meet you quite frequently. Of course, having been placed in Labor 9, she's lost much of her personality. And she's alive? But her body is gone. All that's left is her brain. Can we still call that alive? Alive or not alive? I don't know anymore. Can you save her? That is a difficult question. We tend to think of there being a definite border between life and death. But reality is quite vague. Her personality still remained in this world up until a few minutes ago. But you gave poor Labor 9 quite a shock, shall we say. Alas, Miss Tosaka's brain is no doubt irreversibly damaged. The wonders of modern medicine can do nothing for her now but sigh and shake their heads. Hey! Stop! Why are you shrieking? No! I don't care if you want to talk to the birdies outside. You don't shriek at them. They don't want to be your friends if you're screaming like that. That's rude. That's rude and it's obnoxious, and we don't shriek like that. Stop. Yesterday her body, and today her mind. You're a far more twisted villain than I could have ever hoped to be, Mr. Kawara. I swear to God, Bird, do you want to go to bed right now? I will fucking cover you up. You're being an asshole. Stop it.
I killed Spacey. It was my fault all along. Why did it have to happen this way?
So she was in this thing. See? She was in the... We were a robot. I don't know if we were a robot the entire time. Like in all the other paths, but... we a robot now, damn it. And we did. All again. And this was all arranged for you. I had Labor 9, Mr. Sakazaki, and the headmaster help you along in your investigation. You're but one step from the end now. You must remember one more thing. What was it that you and Miss Tosaka told me long ago? Come, follow me.
He holds out his wing. What lies beyond here? Spacey is gone. And the one who killed her was here from the beginning. I have nothing more to lose.
You're obedient, Mr. Kawara.
Wait! Textoris Melodia Funis! The demon spores are thickest that way. You will not be able to return. That's right. And the doctor is probably going to do something unspeakably horrible to you, Kawara. Come back!
Thank you for bringing Mr. Kawara this far, you two. And now, goodbye.
Oh dear. This looks bad. Do you suppose it's poison gas?
The presence, Mystic Phantom, the avatar of miasma.
You do take everything in stride, don't you, Higure?
So... we just killed them. 2 humans lie in a twisted pile. They're Spacey's parents. She said they work as mediators between birds and humans. They were trying to say something to the humans barricaded on the other side of the wall, but they received only bullets as a reply. The death of her parents became a signal. The birds surrounding the little house crossed the wall as one. I can hear gunfire from inside. I can hear humans and birds screaming. We could do nothing but stand outside and watch. And then the stranger came and spoke to us. Is there anything you desire? I'll grant any wish for you. So tell me. I answered, I don't want these things to happen anymore. My wish is for a world where humans and birds no longer fight. Even if I die, I want there to be peace. And Spacey continued, I agree. I'd do anything to make Ryota's wish come true. The stranger nodded. It might not be possible right now, but one day I'll make it happen. So that was Shu that we were talking to, the stranger? But we don't remember that?
When we were children, that's right. And that was you.
And that was the other thing you had forgotten. You've remembered, I see.
8 years ago, a number of humans barricaded themselves in a building not far from where we lived. And Spacey's parents were shot by the other humans, and many birds and humans were killed in the ensuing gunfight.
That was Nageki's house.
I met the doctor. I asked for a world in which humans and birds no longer fight.
You and Miss Tosaka both said you'd be glad to die to bring it about. And so I'm carrying out your wish, just as you had stated it. Even symbiotic relationships are not free from strife. In order to end the wars between humans and birds forever, one race would have to be completely destroyed, you see?
Why did you choose me back then?
Choose you? Why did you ask what your wish was? Why did I ask you what your wish was, you mean? I assure you it was not a coincidence. I'm not so bored as to wander around granting wishes willy-nilly. I, too, had made a promise to grant your wish. The preliminary test yesterday was a resounding success. We need only transfer the original lysomes from Fujiro Nageki to you, Fujushiro Nageki to you, and everything will be in place. I've granted your wish, though I did make you jump through a few hoops so you'd remember your wish and understand my intentions. It'd be the least you could do to at least acknowledge all I've done for you,
I don't care about anything now. Spacey is gone. My wishes destroyed everything. Nothing good has ever happened. And this is what my life is to be like. I wish I had never been born. I don't want to see anything anymore. And do not be anxious. You have no will to resist, so soon you'll forget it all. Good night, Mr. Kawara. Fuck! Ah! My crimson breasts. Dang! Senses, dang. Talking will just make it worse, Higure. It seems to be leaking in quite slowly. I'm glad we have a little more time, but it is getting hard to breathe. Wallenstein, you coward. Come out and fight. Oko-san to the rescue. Hold on just a little longer. I will get you out of there. I'll try and open the cage, Oko, and you see to the gas. Oko-san shall not fail. Much better. And no one can say you slack off as student president, Shirogane. The Crimson Breast shall not forget this. Are you two alone? Where did Kawara go? Were you separated? Did Ryota wander off and get lost? No, he didn't. He got carried off by the doctor. Carried off? Oh no! No doubt the doctor is making him drink nasty protein supplements as we speak. If we do not act soon, the funeral song shall herald the coming of the darkness. Why can you never speak in plain Japanese, miserable poltron? Poltroon? Poltroon? He's saying that the doctor is planning to turn Kawara into a biological weapon. What? Oh, we can explain while we walk. Assuming I don't run out of breath. Very well. Let us proceed. We're definitely not finishing in this part. So. Kawara, are you alive? Oh, he's red. Oko-san has bad feeling about this. Ryota's not normal. Miserable medical man! What have you done to him? Why, if isn't the son of the noble Lapel family. What is one of your prestige doing here? Your pathetic jabs mean nothing to me. What have you done to Kawara? I've granted his wish. That's all. It's almost 10. The human forces are gathered above. Mr. Kawara must now return to the surface and begin the end of the human race. Kawara would wish for no such thing. He would never harm a human. All right, Kawara. It seems he's hesitant to agree with you. Bah! He has been swallowed by the demon spores. Our voices will not reach him. I can't do the voices right now. I'm dying. It's time for us to go. He has but little time left in this world. I cannot afford to waste any of it. He has but little time. What does this mean? His duty now is to fly about the world, spreading the seeds of what? Throughout all of humanity. The seeds of death, I guess? Throughout all of humanity. Will be a feat impossible for any normal rock dove. Of course, he will be shot at as well. If he were to fall from his wounds, he would die before completing his task. Do not fear. Oko-san will stop Ryota here and now. I'll be cooing her. No, it's funny. And there he goes. Mr. Kawara has traded his free will for normally impossible physical tenacity. He's been brainwashed. We have to stop him and bring him back to his senses before he reaches the surface. But Oko is stronger than any of us, and he was flying just like that. How can we keep him here? Kawara is very strong, but lacks control now, right? Maybe we should ask Higure. Oh, him! He's nuts. Ha ha ha! Black Bean Donna.
there he goes again, spouting nonsense. Oh, wait. Clara, stop. Ah!
Oh dear. And there goes Shirogane.
The demon Red Eye speaks. Seal the disaster with the power of the Chosen One. He is reacting. How is that frail Luzon able to affect him? What is he doing?
Hypnotizing him. According to the documents back there, Hagore has the ability to pull others into his own fantasies and break down their mental restraints. I was talking to the doctor about it earlier, too. I think it's real.
Mental restraints? Like how a desperate man can be stronger than usual. The demon Red Eye heralds the awakening. By the power of the bloodstained hand, I seal the funeral song. I got my voice hurt so bad. Oko-san, attack! Oko-san cannot possibly lose in a fight with Ryota.
And here we go. Perfect.
We're supposed to convince Ryota to stop while ourselves being drawn into some bizarre fantasy. This is madness.
I don't think about the consequences, Shirogane. I just go along with it.
Prepare yourselves. We fight brethren bound with the Red Lotus fetters. Ryota, Textora's Melodia Funis appears. Angel's turn. This is fun. Where's our thing? Black Demon, be silent. I don't know. So is this... I don't think it matters, but I'm like, does this determine whether all the humans die or what? Now's the time to break Wallenstein's spell. Hear the call of Red Lotus. San's turn. Whew! A violent Ryota is not a good Ryota. Come to your senses. Oh, I didn't read that in his voice, sorry. Kazuaki's turn. Come back. Oh shit, I meant to do come back. Whatever.
We're all trying our best for you, Kohara. Come back to us.
Oh, I guess it's probably the same regardless of what you do. Sakuya's turn. This game is a trip. Pull yourself together, man! Do you not care? Do you plan to destroy all we've gained? Stop, Kohara! This is not the path you must travel. Game is a trip and a half. Question mark, question mark, question mark's turn? Me! Jeez, Ryota! You're causing everybody trouble. I don't want to see you like this either. I'm the only Berserker-class character the story needs. Wake up already, Ryota! They can put my soul and brain into the robot body. Ryota was defeated. Kohara, pull yourself together. Do you want this?
No, I don't.
Ryota is a vegetarian and shouldn't exert himself.
I don't want to make anyone sad.
The remitter reactivated. Fascinating. Should not have been possible for some hours yet.
A disease is half in the mind, after all. Outlook is surprisingly important.
I suppose this means my data was insufficient. This is the end, Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein. Be judged by the Crimson Breast.
Oh, wait, Angel. It's not just his fault.
Why do you protect him? He's the one who did this to you.
Tell me, Doctor, why did you go so far to grant my wish?
Why did I grant you a wish? My reason is nothing of note. It's not worth telling. This was merely an experiment that's now come to an end.
You must have had a reason. You weren't the sort to go around talking to children without some purpose. I want to know the answer to everything.
The answer is nowhere near as glamorous as you're expecting, I assure you. Chapter 7 end, Chapter 8 start? We can't stop here. We don't have no place to save. So anyway. Hey, good morning, Issa. Sorry to spring this on you, but could you take a look at these? What is it, sir? You seem excited. It's amazing. The healers we got earlier. Healers? Ah, the Hala cells from last month. Yeah, them, from the unusually old human. Aiding science even after death. Can't we at least call them samples? Call the samples by their proper name? You've always been serious like that, Issa. These samples are like sweet lovebirds. Touch them with kindness and they respond beautifully. Just how many lovebirds do you have again? Then perhaps you should call them pet birds instead. Maybe you're right. Anyway, look at this. We've been looking into cancer cell immortality. Indeed, these results are amazing. You're quite lucky with these things. It's all about love. Or intuition? That too. I'm not sure who's supposed to be who, so I'm just reading it normal. Kohara Ryuji. He's quite possibly the most gifted researcher alive. He has abilities and intuition that not even he can explain. Ryota's dad? Hey, good morning, Issa. Nice weather, huh? Makes me want to do something outside. It's already evening. I believe one normally switches to good evening around now. It's good morning whenever I get up, Issa. Get distracted by things like common sense and you'll miss the greatest discoveries of your life. Sophistry? I believe Issa is probably Dr. Iwamine. Iwamine. Hey, good morning, Issa. Whoopsie, we're low on cash. Here, was this the one? I didn't ask you to pick it up for me. Here, take it. It's not like we're running out. You sound like a pushy salesman. Your right wing is injured, right? If there's anything I can help you with, just ask. I've been doing fine so far. Yeah, so it's Ryota's dad and Shu. So anyway. Hey, good morning, Issa. Hey, can I say something? What is it, sir? I'm somewhat busy. You're always busy. If I waited for you to take a break, I'd die of old age before I got to say. Talking like this gets us nowhere. Guess what I had? I had a kid. Oh, guess what? I had a kid. I see. Congratulations. Well, what? You don't have anything else to say? Not particularly. Reproduction is natural for all living creatures. Of course, were I to become a father, I'd feel bad for the child, given my habit of locking myself away in the laboratory. The only bird who I ever recognized. The only one I ever recognized as worthy of my respect. Hey, good morning, Issa. I brought you something cool. What is it? A fossil. Look at it. It's huge. You act like an excited child. Hey, I like geology too. It tempts me with spouse breach. Now we'll carry on your research while you're out then. Go on. Dang, you're cold. Hey, listen, want to come with me on a business trip sometime? Field observation is fun. My next one's at the start of the month. While I'm interested in your work, sir, I'm partway through a fascinating process at the moment. And perhaps another time. Yeah, I'll invite you next time then. I bet traveling with you would be a blast. Field observation is not exactly sightseeing. I'll make sure to open time in my schedule, though. You know the door's open to your cage, you don't have to be in it. His last moments were dreadfully anticlimactic. He fell ill with a disease endemic to the island. By the time we returned home, he was so emaciated one could barely recognize him. He had watched as many other birds succumb to disease, so I was sure that he would die in this examination room surrounded by his family. Issa, I always knew this was a possibility. Yes, sir. I don't regret the way I did things. No, sir. But I just remembered, I do have one regret. Yes, sir? I've never done anything a father's supposed to do. I promised to take time off for the first time in years. I want you to do me a favor, Issa. If you ever run into my son, can you do something for him in my stead? A rather vague request. He's too nice. He'd never ask for something even if he wanted it. I suspect he inherited that trait from his father. Haha. Anyway, if you ever happen to meet him, you don't have to go out of your way to find him or anything. Very well. I shall remember. What is his name? Ryota. It's Kawara Ryota. We obviously knew from the last name Kawara, right? We already knew. I was like, Ryoji? I was like, wait. I was like, oh. Yeah. It was like the last. I'm like, wait, what? You vanished from my life before I ever told you my feelings. And I've chased your shadow since then. Is this what they mean by quitting while you're ahead? Or was it just cowardice? No matter how I study life,
its past, its future, I'll never be able to surpass you. And that was my only goal. Kawara Ryota, son of Dr. Kawara, carrying half his genetic material, and otherwise unrelated. This boy, he may be the only way for me to catch your shadow now. Okay. Perfect place to end it. All right, so we're going to end it at the 8th class, and this should be the last chapter, and we'll pick that up, well, not tomorrow or whenever. If I'm still doing every other day, I don't know what I'm doing with this one, but anyway. So yeah. Yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.